What's going on, Socialites? Welcome to the Global Pokemon Society Season 5 playoffs. It's round number 1, and we got the number 8 seed Pittsburgh Polteageist taking on the number 9 seed Vero Beach Volcarona. The winner trying to move on to the playoffs. The loser gets knocked out. Let's take a look at the teams here now. Pittsburgh bringing their pretty heavy Sun team. Interesting, though, they are not bringing Venusaur here. They have Groudon, Torkoal, Charizard, Cobalion, Shiftry as their chlorophyll user, and Heliolisk. Now, a big surprise is on Vero Beach's side, not bringing their Melmetal, which is one of their strongest Pokemon. Probably just figuring there's too many ground, fighting, fire types on Pittsburgh. So they will be bringing Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Tornadus, Grimmsnarl, Dusknoir, Mesprit, and Drampa. And I have to see how this plays out. They can do some Trick Room stuff with Dusknoir, Drampa, but they also have a lot of speed and power with Calyrex and Tornadus. Not much of a way to fight this weather, though. Not sure if Grimmsnarl. I do know that Tornadus can get Rain Dance, so that could be a way to kind of play around the weather a bit. A nice lead for Pittsburgh, though. Heliolisk facing down Tornadus. Tornadus is going to switch out here. I still find it interesting that Vero never once put U-turn on their Tornadus. Such a good move, although we do see that the Choice Scarf is revealed. Volt Switch comes out. Does a little bit of damage to the Assault Vest Dusknoir, so that means this Dusknoir can't use Trick Room for itself. It's going to need something like either Mesprit to do it. Going for Rock Slide, interesting. Probably trying to get the flinch, perhaps. It did get the flinch, so that is good. I don't know how often I would be doing that. Shadow Sneak, yeah, that doesn't seem like the best option here. Torkoal does miss the Will-O-Wisp, so Dusknoir is getting some stuff going here. Goes for another Earthquake here. Alright, another Earthquake should be able to pick up the KO. Perhaps if he had done that the last time, it would have worked out. Now, you figure maybe Charizard's going to come in here, predicting another Earthquake. So I kind of like Rock Slide here. But we do see Dusknoir goes for the Earthquake. See if anything wants to come in here. He does switch out Torkoal. Does he go into the Charizard? No, he goes into Groudon here. So Groudon will take this Earthquake. So you do see the Sun Pokemon for Pittsburgh getting chipped down a little bit. Groudon not too much, of course. The rocks are up, so that's definitely going to hurt. As Vero wants to switch out here. They're going to bring in Tornadus, but Tornadus having the Focus Sash, not the Heavy Duty Boots. It's going to take 25% here. And Groudon goes for the Thunder Wave. Most likely predicting the switch here. Groudon with the Stone Edge. It does connect, and this should take down Tornadus. That's a big blow. We do see Calyrex has the Giga Drain. That might be the best move here, but looks like he's not going to go for it. He's going to go out into Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl taking some rocks damage. He switches out Groudon. Going into Cobalion here, get the Steel type. That's going to negate the benefit of this Fake Out here. Grimmsnarl is going to Trick. Looks like it did have the full Incense. Grimmsnarl gets the Expert Belt. Cobalion goes for Volt Switch, so it didn't even go for something like an Iron Head. And now that Cobalion is going to be going last on all of its turns. Definitely a benefit for Vero here. Pittsburgh sends Torkoal back out. Now Grimmsnarl's only attacking move is that Sucker Punch. That won't be able to KO Torkoal from this range. Looks like he's going to switch out here. Back into Dusknoir. Is this going to be a switch up from Torkoal or perhaps a Will-O-Wisp? Dusknoir takes some rocks damage. Sees the Heat Rock. Will-O-Wisp. And it misses again! Now I kind of like Rock Slide here. He does go for the Earthquake though. Charizard could come in here pretty free. He does switch out Torkoal. Oh, back into Groudon. Groudon not too worried about all that. You could go into Mesprit if you're afraid of something like a Precipice Blades. Cloud9 Drampa is also very good. I didn't even think about that. Typically I like something like Berserk Drampa just for the power, but Cloud9 is pretty good. There's a Precipice Blades, but thanks to Mesprit's Levitate, it's not affected. So Vero's still doing pretty good. I just wish he had clicked like either Poltergeist or Rock Slide a couple times, just for the coverage. Other than that, playing very well against Pittsburgh. Mesprit does have Grass Knot here, so he did bring quite a few grass attacks. He switches out Groudon. Going into Shiftry. Shiftry's not going to take a lot from this Grass Knot. That was a crit. You saw how little that did even with the crit. You gotta be cautious. Shiftry gonna go for... Ooh, going for the growth. That's gonna give it a +2 special attack. Mesprit goes for the Stealth Rocks, which isn't necessarily bad, but I feel like it's a little late in the game here. Yeah, now... What's your play here? Grimmsnarl is your best switch in, for sure. Quad resist to the Dark Pulse, that's most likely coming here. Drampa comes out. I don't think Drampa's gonna take this very well. Solar Blade, but he's gonna have to absorb the light. So he does have a chance here to pick up the KO. Shiftry should still be faster though. So there's no Dark Pulse. What does he have then? Probably Sucker Punch. There's the Solar Beam. Oh, Drampa barely hangs on. And we see the Life Orb and the Ice Beam comes out. Will it be enough to take down Shiftry? Yes. Okay, so they are even back up on Pokemon. 5 apiece. Torkoal's relatively low. Of course, Drampa's low, but the rest of the Pokemon are all pretty healthy. Cloud9 coming in clutch there with the Solar Blade, giving Drampa a free switch in. Groudon gets the sun back up once again. I mean, I would just attack here because Groudon's attacks, unless he has like a Fire Punch, they all have a chance to miss. So I would just leave Drampa in. Maybe he can miss. Maybe he does something like a Thunder Wave or... But he goes on to Mesprit. This could be Fire Punch here. I think Fire Punch makes the most sense. No, it is a Stone Edge, which again, see, it had the chance to miss. If he had just dropped like a Draco Meteor, that would have been the best outcome there. And I mean, and Drampa's just going to die the next time it comes into the rocks anyway. There's a Stone Edge. Mesprit takes that well, even with the crit. Wow, that was even a critical hit. Mesprit, so bulky. There's the Grass Knot. Will it be enough to take down Groudon? No, Groudon does hang on. Mesprit should stay in. You saw, even with the crit from the Stone Edge, I think he would need to get another crit. I don't know if I agree with these switches from Vero. The last two, again, if Drampa had just dropped a Draco, you'd be looking real nice. There's a Thunder Wave. As long as Mesprit doesn't get paralyzed, he should be able to take out Groudon here. Oh, it does get paralyzed. Unfortunate. Pittsburgh now really getting some momentum here. Groudon's going to switch out. Wants to keep the sun up a little bit. In comes Torkoal. He won't take too much from this Grass Knot. But with the rocks, it might be enough to KO. Let's see. Ooh, it is enough to KO. So Torkoal goes down. Not even getting the benefit of his Heat Rock Sun there. Maybe Pittsburgh forgot about the rocks. So now Vero gets back some of their momentum here. Here comes Charizard taking big damage from the rocks. We can assume it's Choice Specs. They still have Calyrex in the back, which is going to be huge for them. Here comes the Overheat. This will take down Mesprit. But -2 attack. Special attack on Charizard. Now really neutering him. We assume that the item is Choice Specs. So he's going to be locked into that Overheat. He's going to die the next time he comes out on these Stealth Rocks. This is definitely where Calyrex can come in here. Calyrex is going to take some rocks damage. Calyrex has a very good chance here. Now, he has to be worried about Heliolisk switching in here on the Astral Barrage. Oh, but no, he's just going to sacrifice Charizard. Charizard does go down. The Choice Scarf, Heliolisk. He does know it's Choice Scarf. Remember that. He knows that it's Choice Scarf because the Grimmsnarl came in and frisked it. So he has to switch out here. He has to go into Grimmsnarl. I think this Heliolisk is going to really give him trouble here. Solar Beam is not the play. The sun is not out. Don't click it. Why are you hovering over that? Don't scare me. Don't scare me. Don't click that. Switch into Grimmsnarl. Switch into Grimmsnarl. Do it. Do it. You're so close. No! No! He's going into Dusknoir. I don't know why. Dusknoir does have the Assault Vest, but it's going to take some Rocks damage. It's going to take what I can only assume is a Dark Pulse here. We saw the Fist from the Dusknoir again, verifying the Choice Scarf. Dusknoir would have been real nice to have against Cobalion, but now it's going to be taken down due to this Dark Pulse. Alright, Dusknoir dies. Grimmsnarl, so he can get a Fake Out. He's got to be real careful though with Sucker Punch on Cobalion. It's really unfortunate that he doesn't have Spirit Lash here. Spirit Break, excuse me. Because Cobalion loves getting hit by Sucker Punch. This is not where Grimmsnarl wants to be. I would just set up a light screen here. Oh, he is going to switch out. You could switch out into Drampa, sacrificing it to get a free switch into Calyrex. Okay, I do like this play. Alright, so he sacrifices Drampa. That's going to allow Calyrex to come in. It's still going to be very tough. It's going to be very tough. I'm not sure if this is enough. It is the right play. I just don't think it's enough here. So he's going to have to go for Psyshock. Astral Barrage is stronger. I'm just worried about the switch in to Heliolisk here. Oh no, he goes into Groudon, so he's going to sacrifice Groudon to the rocks. Astral Barrage doesn't go off. So now Heliolisk can come back out once again. Problem is that Pittsburgh has that Choice Scarf Heliolisk. You're not going to be able to survive this Dark Pulse. He is staying in though. There's the Dark Pulse from Heliolisk. This will take out Calyrex. And that should be all she wrote, with Grimmsnarl only having Fake Out and Sucker Punch, which is Cobalion's dream. Cobalion has taken 3 Fake Outs. He doesn't care. Grimmsnarl forced to go for the Sucker Punch, which Cobalion loves to see. That's going to get his justified boost. And this Iron Head should seal it. Pittsburgh, in a close game, takes it, is able to beat the Vero Beach Volcarona and move on to the next round of the playoffs. We'll have to see who they're playing against. Let me know what you thought of the match. And as always, stay classy, society.